There's a claim tonight that police officers are becoming much more heavy-handed in their approach to homeless people in Swansea. Volunteers say the police are trying to clear up the city centre. Well, South Wales Police deny targeting homeless people specifically and say they're determined to protect and help the most vulnerable in society whilst also tackling crime and antisocial behaviour. From Swansea, here's Rhys Williams.
Another cold night in Swansea, and another night of providing food and drink to rough sleepers for these volunteers. But they say their job has become significantly more difficult in recent months.
If you have a cap on the floor and you sit down, you'll be sanctioned. 2 sanctions and you're likely to go to prison. The homeless, about 2 months ago, we would know where they were in Swansea. Now they're scattered. They're hiding in bushes, they're hiding in parks, or they're in prison.
Lovely. Hot soup.
Within a few minutes, Ben and Trian turn up. They've lived on the streets here in Swansea for nearly 2 years, and Ben tells me the police's attitude towards them has changed recently.
Very strict, to the point it's pretty bad, I'd say. We don't get treated like humans. They basically, every time they see us, even in town, walking around, they tell us to get out of town. We don't want to be seen. They've been picking on me recently, and all the other homeless as well, saying that they don't want us about, really, because we're making the place untidy, I've even been told.
South Wales Police say this situation is extremely complex and very much a balancing act. On the one hand, they recognise that help must be there for the genuinely homeless in this area, and also that they are committed to protecting the most vulnerable people in the community. But on the other hand, they say the wider public deserve to be able to visit the city centre without feeling intimidated or harassed. They say begging is a crime and must be enforced as they would any other crime.
Some believe a secure zone for rough sleepers is the answer, highlighting cases in Bristol and this one in Weymouth, where a couple converted a double-decker bus and fitted it with 17 beds at a very low cost. But they say they need support from the council and local businesses. And until such a scheme is in place, it's yet another night in the cold for Ben and Trian as Christmas approaches.